Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so we are expecting more to come. So I think we can just start our session, yeah. All right. First, I would like to say thank you for your time, and of course to Dr. Dora Miza because inviting library to give this short briefing. And our slot, if I'm not mistaken, is about 2 hours, but I think I can for 1 hour and 1 hour or and a half. I think we can finish this session lah. Okay. Basically, I will cover more on the library resources, and I will touch a bit about the citation and bibliography and so on. Okay. Um, my name is Nizam from MMU Library Cyberjaya, and for today's presentation, let me share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay. Okay, what you will learn from today's session, the first one will be introduction to library resources. The second one will be the discover content by subject and information seeking, library search engine, search technique, evaluation criteria, ethics, and the last one will be the Mendeley for bibliographic, okay, and Q&A. So I will start off this session with the brief introduction. What is academic writing? Okay, for the academic writing, it's a clear, concise, focused, and structured, and backed up by evidence. So normally it have a formal tone and style, and not complex, and do not require the use of long sentences and complicated vocabulary. So in your case, I think this will be the first academic writing. I mean the serious one lah for the FYP writing, and then you need for this academic writing you need to comply with the certain standards or characteristic lah. Okay. The first one will be the plan and focus. So your FYP should be able to answer the questions and demonstrate the understanding of the subject or topic that you chosen. And your FYP or your writing should be in the structured manner. Okay, written in logical order, brings together related points and material, evidence. Okay, all your findings, all your write up about the topics in your FYP should be have the backed by evidence. Okay, so that it will demonstrate the knowledge of the subject area lah, and to support the opinions and arguments. And of course, you need to be it needs to be referenced accurately. Okay. And the last one will be the formal in tone and style. Okay, use appropriate language and tenses lah. Okay. And then let's move on to the research writing process. This is a process that normally the researcher or any academic writings have to go. Okay, the first one will be the choose a topic. Okay, you need to have specific topics that you want to explore, and then get the background information, find and evaluate sources. Okay, it will cover on the journal, books, and so on. And then once you get the sources that you need, you can begin to write your paper. And the last one will be the cite your source. Okay. Okay. For the library resources, we have ebooks, books, thesis, AV material, final year project, online database, past year exam paper, and magazine journals. Okay, so in overall we have about 140k plus books, 20k plus ebooks, 22k exam paper, 25 journal, 21 online database, 2 million thesis in PQDT, 2k plus FYP, and 5 online journal package. So these are all the collection that you can access through the Siti Hasmah Digital Library. Okay, next to be a platform. Okay, platform that library offer to you to get information or articles that you need. Okay, the first platform that library have is a recommended book collections, which is you can use this platform to search any books that related to a particular subject. Okay, for example, you want to know what are the books being used in the research method subject, for example, you can use this particular platform or recommended book collections to search what the reading list for that particular subject. Okay, and then for the library OPAC, very straightforward, online public access catalog, stand for OPAC. Okay, this platform is used for you to search any printed and media collection plus ebook. Okay, normally, let's say if you want to borrow a book from a library, you will use library OPAC, okay, to get the call number, the location, and so on, the status. Okay, and the third one will be the Mulia 3.0. This one is the platform for you to search online database content and peer-reviewed article. Mulia 3.0 is sort of search one stop or one search engine to get all the library collections. Okay, you can search journal, books, articles, and so on through the Mulia 3.0. So later on, I will show you how to use this platform. And then search AtoZ is for you to search a journal title that's subscribed by a library. However, for this one, you need to be more specific in terms of year, the volume, and issues for each journal that you want to view. Okay, and then database journal subscription is the list of database subscribed by the library. So let's say if you have a particular journal or database that you have in mind or you want to refer to, you can go to this database and journal subscription list. Okay. And the last one will be the digital library. It is a platform for you to view other resources like a final year project, MMUTCs, or exam paper, and so on. Okay. So we move on to the information searching. Okay, for the search engine 3.0, Mulia 3.0, OPAC, search AtoZ, final year project, database, and MMUTCs, you can search using keyword search, phrase search, truncation search, or boolean search. Okay, and for the RBC or recommended book collection or past year exam paper, you need to use the subject code. Okay, I will show you the platform. Okay, it is very straightforward. You can go straight to the library portal. As you can see here, we provide to our user several tabs here. Okay, the first one will be Mulia 3.0. Like I mentioned before, you can use this to search any resources in the library. For example, this one I choose virtual reality. Okay, and then I click search. It will automatically go to the EBSCO Information Services or Mulia 3.0 provider. Okay, so in this particular website, you can see all the collections that library, including books. Okay, here you can see the location, the con number, and the status. Okay, let's say if you want to refine this to, you want to only view the academic journal, you can filter at your left hand side here. Okay. And let's say if you already authenticated, okay, if you already log into the off-campus access and so on, you will be able to download the PDF. Okay, straightforward. You can see from this particular articles, you have a full text PDF here for you to download. Okay. All right. And then for the library OPAC, like I mentioned before, is for you to search for any books, ebooks, okay, and media, for example. Okay, for example, this one I search for maybe research method. Okay. Again, when I key in the keywords here and press a search button, and it will pop up to another system or library OPAC system. So from here, you can see the listing or the result list. We have about 186 result related to research methods that the keywords that I input earlier. So for this one, for example, let's say if I want to view the details, I can click to the title, and normally you can view the call number here, the year, and then the status and the location. So let's say if you want to borrow this book, and you can go to the library counter to borrow the books. Okay, that will be the OPAC. And then for the search A to Z here, you need to input or you need to key in the journal title. Okay, for example, I choose this one, Journal Modern Project Management, search. Okay, for the first time, it will prompt you to log in, and no worries, because this one you will use your CAMSIS username and password. And let's say if you have any problems related to your accounts, you may always reach out to library, and we can maybe we can check in our system to rectify the problem. Okay. So it will go to here. So you can see the Journal Modern Project Management. Let's say if you want to view the full text access, you need to click this button, and then you click to the business source complete. Okay. Again, like I mentioned before, let's say if you search for the journal title, you need to be specific on which issues and year or volumes that you want to view. Okay, for example, for this one, okay, you need to click the year, you need to click the span, and then you can choose any volume or issues that you want to view. Okay, that would be the searching through A to Z platform. Okay, for database is very straightforward. Also, you can go here, digital library, and then first you need to do, you click to the open items. The first one, ebooks and online database. Okay, previously I already log in. Okay, maybe I will sign out first. Okay, sign in using your CAMSIS account. Okay, once you successfully log in, it will give you the list of database that subscribed by library here. Okay, you can show more for result. Okay, that's for the online database. Okay, and MBA thesis, you can go to digital library. MBA thesis here. Okay, for the final year project, you can go here and recommended book collection. You can click to here. Okay, so everything is on the library portal. So far, any questions related to the resources before I proceed to next slide? Okay, no. All right, no question. Okay, great. So I will proceed to the next slide. Okay, this is the I can say the resources or database that really related to your area. Okay, the first one will be under research support will be Scopus and ProQuest dissertation and thesis, and under multidisciplinary we subscribe to Springer Link and Science Direct, and for the subject related database for engineering and information technology, we subscribe to ACM Digital Library. Okay, this one is most I say related to your area lah. And then IEEE also. Okay, IEEE Explore Digital Library. Okay, to get to this link, I mean to this database, you can go here and click to online ebooks and online database open items. Once you log in, it will go to this page. Okay. Let's say if I want to view like IEEE Explore, you can click to IEEE Explore. Temporary unavailable. Okay, all right. Okay, right now we are already in the IEEE Explore website. Okay, for most of the database, okay, it will give you indicators. For example, for IEEE, access provided by Multimedia University. Okay, this will be the indicators for you for you to know that okay, you already authenticate user to use this particular database. Okay, and that means you can search any articles or you can any articles inside this database, and if library subscribe to that particular journal, you can get the full text articles. Okay, for example, let's say if you log into IEEE, you see this indicator and you perform a search. However, let's say in the result, you can only see the abstract, not the full text. So that's mean NMU library did not subscribe to that particular content, because for library to subscribe all information or all journal inside one particular database, the cost will be extremely high, because we need to maintain other title as well. So again, let's say if you search and you can get the PDF, then it indicates that that particular resource is subscribed by the library. For example, for the IEEE Explore here, maybe I search for something like maybe I search for reality, for example. Okay, I just put the straightforward the keywords here, virtual reality. So something like okay, so this is the total result for virtual reality that I've searched is 35,000. So let's say if I want to view only journals, I tick journal and apply. So okay, when you see on the result page here, when you look at this icon in the green color, when you hover your cursor here, it will give you included in your digital subscription. So straight away you can download this paper into your laptop or PC lah. Okay, for example, I click to this PDF. We need to wait for a while because I'm not sure, maybe my internet connection is a bit slow, so we will have to wait for this one. And basically the PDF will be loaded here, and it will have the download button for you to save in your desktop. Okay, now it's coming up here, download or print. Okay. Okay. Okay, for online resources, off-campus access, again, you need to access our licensed resources via SHDL, Open Athens, and Easy Proxy if you're off-campus lah. So use your student ID number, and password will be your campus password lah. So so far, is there any problem for you to access our digital content offline, off campus? Do you have any problem? So far, okay. Thank you for your feedback. So far, so good. Okay. So I believe that all of you is the same. So you can access through off campus. However, let's say if you need assistance, or maybe your account is not active, or you fail to log in this particular system or off-campus login, please reach out to the library so that we can rectify the problem for you. Okay. Okay. Next will be the printed resources. Okay. This is about the call number, basically just for your information lah. For the call number, basically you can find at the book spine and library shelf. Okay. The purpose of this call number is to show the item's location in the library. And for the MMU library, we use Library of Congress classification scheme. And at the shelf, normally how you read the call number is from left to right. Okay, as you can see here, the Q in the red dot box here. Okay, Q before QA, and the QA followed by the numbers. So 76.51 will be shelved before 76.6, and so on. Okay, so this will be the book arrangement at the library. But let's say if you still have the problem, let's say you cannot find, you have the call number, but you still cannot find the books on the shelf, so you can always go to the library counter and ask the assistant from the librarian. Okay. All right. So we move on to the information seeking process. Okay. For this one, is just for the concept of the information seeking. The first one, of course, you will need to have desire or need to get information or obtain the information. Once you have the needs, then it will go to the seek process, which is you perform the searching, or you search for the items that you need. Once you get the items that you need, you have to evaluate the information. Okay, and then once you evaluate, you select the information that you need, and the last one you will use it on your paper. Okay, why this process is important? Because currently in information management studies, they call it nowadays we call it information explosion, where more informations are produced. Okay, for example, through internet, for example, because everybody can share information, so the information is too much, and it will lead a person's to information overload. So it make you didn't know which one is right, which one is wrong. Okay, so that is why the information security process is very crucial for you to search for the information. Okay, and then there is a strategies for you to search for the information. The first one will be the developing search term. Okay, it is crucial for you. Let's say if you want to search for the information, you need to have a good search term. Okay, for example, let's say if you choose a topic about artificial intelligence, for example. Okay, and there must be another terms that used to refer to artificial intelligence, for example. Okay, like if you, for example, like AI. Okay, AI also refer to artificial intelligence. So in your searching, you can use artificial intelligence and AI as part of your search term. Okay, or let's say if you want to know more about the the search term or topic that you want, I suggest you to go to the Mulia 3.0 here. Okay, for example, artificial intelligence. Okay. Because in Mulia 3.0, normally if the certain selected topic, they will give you something like a brief introduction. They call it research starter. For example, for this one, okay, research starter, you can click to this artificial intelligence to read what about the definition and basic principle of artificial intelligence. So by doing this, you can get a brief idea now. What about what is about the topic that you choose? Okay, the background history, how it's worked. Okay, the reasoning, learning, the application. You can read these details. Okay, and maybe let's say if you do this kind of if you choose this topic, maybe you can include, okay, inside your work as well. Okay. That will be the developing search term. Okay, and then we move on to the search technique. For the search technique, you can use anything that you want. For example, keyword search, phrase search, truncation, wildcard, and so on. Okay, boolean. The third one will be the search engine or tools. Okay, the search engine tools, maybe for library tools or platform that I showed before, you can go straight away using the Mulia 3.0 for books, OPACs, or database. Okay, and evaluation criteria, or this one, if you want to evaluate information, there should be certain criteria that you need to comply, right? And the last one would be the ethics in using the information. This one including citation, in-text citation, and reference, and so on. Okay. Okay, search technique. For the keyword search, it is best used when you are search for subject terms, distinctive words, jargon, or slang. Okay, it will show more result, but may not be precise. Okay, this is the keyword search. Okay, like I do before this one, I just put any keyword. For example, I just put network sensing, for example. So any database will be read the query network sensing as their, okay, so this one, this is the keywords search, right? So for the phrase search, okay, words in particular order, okay, for example, you can see, because I just now I use network sensing here, okay, as my keyword search. However, the system will detect, okay, you can see on the result here, sensing network, okay. So if you, maybe this kind of result will be not helpful at all, okay. Okay, so it will prompt you, maybe you need to use the phrase search by using the quotation mark, this one, okay. If I want to search like network sensing again, okay, you can see here have 74,000 over, okay. Network sensing with a quotation mark, so it, okay, it will show words in particular order which they appear. All right, so by default, the system will search for network sensing, not sensing network. Okay, I click the search here. Okay, you see now the result is 187. Okay, so you can see on the yellow highlighted one, okay, network sensing, network sensing. So it must, I mean, it is more accurate lah. Okay, for this one, the first one, maybe the terms network sensing is not appear on the title, maybe appear inside the body of the article. So that is why you cannot see network sensing here. Okay, but the system detect the network sensing already appear inside the abstract or the paper itself. Okay. So for me, maybe let's say if you topic have these two words, maybe you can use the quotation marks, okay, to get the result more precision, okay, more precise. Okay, and then for truncation, to add the wildcard symbol, okay, for example, for this one, bank, you put the asterisk, okay, at the end of the K, it will show banks, bank with S, and the bankers, and etc. And for the woman, this one maybe the different spelling like US and UK. Sometimes they use A for woman A, and another one maybe they have a woman for using E. Okay, so if you use this, it will include these terms altogether. Okay, for the boolean operator, basically all database have this function. Okay, to broad your search, you can use the OR operator here in the advanced search. Okay, for example, here the Facebook or social networking. So the result will be expand and will include both of them. So it will include all Facebook and social networking and Facebook and social networking. So it will be the result will be expanded. If you want to narrow your searching, you can use N along with not. Okay, and for example, for this one, you search for technology and car, and another one will be the car not truck. So the result will be appear only technology and car. Okay, so any technology that related to truck will be omitted from the result. And again, for the search refine filter limit, you need to filter out how many years that you want. For example, in the FYP, I'm not sure, maybe your lecturer have give you a something like guidelines, how many years that you can, how many years back Okay, maybe your lecturer say you can only use 5 years or the latest articles in your FYP. Okay, so this is important for you to take a look at. For example, for this one, for example, I want to view only starting 2012, for example. So I click apply. Okay, so they only have 115. So this is the content from 2012 until 2021. Okay. Okay, this for the boolean operator graphic illustration for and, or, and not. Okay. For example, if I go to the IEEE, you click to the advanced search. Normally, all the database will use advanced search for boolean operators. Okay, for example, this one, maybe I choose sure. And maybe I just recall. Okay, so if I do this, the system will know that I want to read an article that related to artificial intelligence and related to hospital. Okay. However, for this one, it will search for artificial intelligence and hospital. Okay, the system will think that artificial intelligence has one entity and hospital one entity. So let's say if you want to view the very specific, and again you go to this one. Okay. And not. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the evaluation criteria. Um, the first one will be the authority. Okay, you need to look at the who are the authors or the creator of that particular paper. Okay, and what they are qualified, what they are the qualification of the author, and though they have the credibility. And basically, I can say that if you refer to the sources that are available in library, most of the time, um, the authenticity or the authority is well preserved lah. Okay, most of the journal articles that we subscribe to library is peer reviewed, so no need to to it is a trustworthy sources lah, I must say. And then the accuracy and quality, and then the information and data should be accurate and verifiable. It should be have the true. It can be through. You can verify it through a methodology reference review by others. Okay. And the purpose of the paper, is it sufficient? Okay, what the purpose of the paper? Normally, when they do like a research, they should have like objective. Okay, the questions to answer that particular in the topic. And then the currency, is it the up-to-date information they use, and publication date. Okay, and then the coverage and the relevant. How you need to look at the coverage. Is it relevant to your topic? Is it sufficient enough? So to look for the coverage or relevancy, you can take a look at their abstract before downloading the full text. Okay, because somehow the titles may be not very clear. You thought it is related to your topic, somehow when you read to the abstract, it's not that related. Okay, so at the end of the day, you need to have sufficient evaluation lah, to before selecting your paper. Okay, we go to the information seeking ethics. Okay, it is a very simple and straightforward. Whatever items or statement that you use in your paper, you should give credit or acknowledgement to the original author. Okay, this is by the citation and reference lah. For example, let's say if your FYP required you to get 50 reference, I mean, 50 reference like journal or books. Inside the body of your FYP, you need to have 50 in-text citation, and in the reference, you need to have 50 bibliography or reference as well. Okay, and then you need to avoid the plagiarism, and of course, don't simply copy and paste. If you need to include any findings or statement taken from other authors, you need to briefly summary or paraphrase it, and then you can include into your paper. Okay, and comply with copyright law and digital copyright law. This one is a fair use, normally for education purpose and non-commercial purpose. Okay. And the file sharing, okay, let's say if you download the PDF file or articles from the online database, it is not available for you to share with others on web. Okay, you put on the Google Drive or any hosting files or services. Okay, and then you disseminate to others. So that one is not encouraged lah for you to do that, because somehow if you if you found out by the publishers, they can sue you and something like that lah, or the legal action lah. Okay, this one for the Copyright Act. Okay, like I mentioned before, the penalty, okay, you can see about 10k to 50k or 5 years imprisonment. Okay, imprisonment or both. So this one is taken from the Copyright Act 1987. So please remember this. This one from the Educational Institution Discipline Act. Okay. The disciplinary punishment. So yeah. And some of the cases, okay, that related to the plagiarism. For example, the president of Hungary, Paul Schmidt, he forced to step down from his position because the media found out about the controversy of his thesis. Okay. They found that the thesis that he submitted is not written by him. Okay, it's taken for somebody else. Okay, so be careful. Let's say if you in the future you are the prominent figures of the public, you are a well-known person in the future. Let's say if your rival or your competitors may use this as a weapon to go against you. Okay, so be careful. Okay, and how to be ethical. Okay, for IP copyright, not posting other work without their permission. Okay, of course you need to the permission from the authors lah. Okay, and not share with 5 others even you have subscribed. Okay, again, do not put any documents into the hosting, web hosting services and shared with others. And plagiarism, give credit or acknowledgement to the original author. Again, if you use 20 reference inside your FYP, please be remember to include the in-text citation, 20 in-text citation and 20 reference, bibliographic reference inside your paper as well. And never copy the whole thing, rephrase and cite. Again, do not copy and paste, and please rephrase the sentences. And tools, okay, faculty or university will use Turnitin for plagiarism check. Okay, for this one, I'm not sure on the undergraduate level, but for the PhD and master level, the university has used this software called Turnitin to check the similarity percent. Okay, I'm not sure how many percent that they accept for the similarity. And again, let's say if you your intention maybe in the future you want to continue your study in PhD or or master, please bear in mind any academic writing you need to carefully rephrase and cite. Okay, do not simply copy and paste. Okay, and then the last one will be the reference and citation. Okay, I mentioned before, in-text citation must have reference and bibliography list and use style that been advised to you by your lecturer or faculty. Okay, we have APA or MLA. I think for us FCI, FCI use the APA, right? So yeah, knowing how to use the information ethically and legally is important. Okay. So yeah, I think I move on to the next slide, which is cite your source. Okay. Once you start writing or your paper, the things that may come to your mind will be how to write the bibliographies, okay, in the reference list. So normally in the citation they have several or few elements. They call it elements in citation. The first one will be the author's name, title of books, article and journal, date of publication, page number, volume and issue numbers. And this one for articles. Okay, citation may look different depending what is being cited. Okay, book, article, chapter, website, they all use different style. I mean different format, even though they are in same style. For example, in APA, let's say if you use APA in your thesis or in your FYP, the citation format will be different. Books, article, or website, they will use different format. Okay. What to cite? Information including facts, figures, a full sentence, and exact phrase or word from a person. So these things that you need to remember lah, when you are including something in your writing. Okay, this is the example of the citation style. They have a lot of citation style in this world. Okay, normally we use APA style. Okay, modern APA and MLA style. Okay. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, you can see the reference here. Okay, this one is the citation for books. Okay, and the second one here is for the article. Okay. So this you can always refer back to, let's say if you want to know more about the citation, you can go to the APA style by OWL Purdue here to view any other format for the citation. Okay. Okay, so far to get the citation, how do you do it in your assignments? If I may ask your class, how do you do it? How you do it? Website. Okay. So you Mendeley, okay, good. Mendeley, okay. YPA generator, okay. So you just copy and paste, right? Okay. Alright, alright. That's good. Okay, I know that you use like some APA generator or something like that. So later on, I will give you something like a brief introduction to reference software, bibliographic software. So maybe it will give you some ideas how you to manage your reference lah. Huh? Okay, before that, we go to the in-text citation. Okay, like I mentioned before, let's say if you use 20 reference, the in-text citation should be 20 as well, okay, inside your body or inside your text. Okay, the first one will be the short, long, direct quotation. For direct quotation means that you direct copy and paste inside your paper. Okay, as I mentioned before, it is not advisable for you to copy and paste, not simply copy and paste. Okay, but you can use it with limited. I mean, not all of your findings copy and paste lah. Okay, maybe you can put one or two direct quotation. However, okay, for direct quotation, they have a different format for you to use. Okay, the first one, James, this is the author names, in bracket, year of publication, followed by the quote of the statement that you taken from others journal. Okay, you have a quotation mark there. And then at the end of the quotation, you need to put a bracket and page number for the articles. Okay, that one will be the short and long direct quotation. However, it is not advisable to use this because if you using a software like Turnitin later on, let's say if you submit your master thesis and so on, it will give higher percentage of similarities. Okay, so that is why I suggest to you to use summary or paraphrase, okay, in the green box here, over here. Okay, for this one, you can put according to Azman Mohamed. Okay, this one will be the author, in bracket, year of publication, followed by the statement that you've been summarized or paraphrase. Okay, that will be the most, I mean, recommended one. Okay, use the summary or paraphrase. Use your own words. For more than one author here, for two author, okay, you need to use, as you can see on the screen, okay, John will be the first author, and the second one, Don, will be the second author lah, okay, and okay, followed by bracket, year, and then statement. And for the second one, you put the statement first. At the end of the statement, in bracket, John and Don 2016. Something like that. Okay. For 3 to 5 author, for the first time you need to list all, and the second time, let's say if you use second statement taken from the first taken from the similar journal, you just list first author followed by at all. Okay. And for 6 and above first author, only use first author and followed by at all. Okay, this is just about the for your information. Okay, because later on, let's say if you use the software that I will show you later on, it will automatically generate the citation for you. Okay. All right, citation management software. Okay, there's a lot of citation management software for you that are available for free. for you to download. But for MMU, I recommend you to download and use Mendeley. Okay. Okay, for Mendeley, it's a free academic software, and it can install in cross platform in the Windows environment, Mac, Linux, and mobile. Okay, and also compatible in all major browsers. For Mendeley, actually, they have two type of version. They have a desktop version and web version. Later on, I will cover what is the difference between these two. Okay, and this one will be a bit of information on how Mendeley will help you to help managing your research. Okay, you can go to the mendeley.com. Mendeley.com. Okay, you go to this website. You create your free account. Okay, using your personal email also can, and you download the software. Okay. Once you download and install, okay, this will be the Mendeley desktop. Okay, for Mendeley desktop, everything will be on your laptop or PC version. Okay, you may download the citations and the PDF and put it inside the library here. Okay. Along with the desktop, they also have the web version. Okay, the web version is the for example, let's say if you do your work at the library or lab, faculty lab, for example, you want to get an article or items for your assignments. Okay, you can use Mendeley Web. Okay, you add everything inside the Mendeley Web, and once you finish and you go back to your hostel or your house, when you open the Mendeley desktop, it will automatically pull out all the data for you. Okay, provided that your laptop or your desktop have the internet connection lah. Okay, so it will automatically update for you. Okay, adding document. Okay, for this one, let's say if you want to add the document, you just click to the file here. Okay, for example, my advice is, let's say if you search articles, for example, this one through the library subscriptions database. Let's say if you want to save this article inside the Mendeley software, first you need to click the title. Okay, and then you go to this one, cite this, and somehow different database will have a different setup for citations download. Okay, maybe you need to take a look by yourself about that. And for IEEE, they give you straight away, they give you a citation and abstract here, but maybe this particular citation is not using the citation style that you need. Okay, so what you need to do is that you can download the citation. For example, for Mendeley, it can be use a BibTeX or RIS. So maybe I can download the RIS, for example. Download. Okay, when I open the software here, okay, in all documents, I import the software, RIS. Open. So if I want to view the recent one, just click to here. Recent added, recently added. Okay. So this will be the citation file that I've been downloaded before. So let's say if I want to attach a PDF, again click to the search for the title. Okay, I click to the PDF here. Okay, let's say if I want to save this article, just click to download button. Okay, alright. So I open the software here, this one, and then I go to the files, add files, and then I click open. So basically, if you want to use Mendeley here, two type of files that you need to download. The first one will be the citation, and the second one will be the PDF items. So you can attach the PDF to the citations. Okay. Let's say if you already have the PDF here, you want to read, you just click to the PDF icon, and you can automatically view. Okay. For example, let's say if you want to take this particular statement as to use in your paper, you can highlight and you can make a note here. For example, I finding number 1, for example. So later on, you scroll. Okay, you found that this one I want to use in my writing. So it will helpful for you to write later on lah. Okay, that will be the PDF attached to that particular citation. Okay. Okay, let's say you have multiple assignments to complete on. You through Mendeley also will help you to create like something like folder lah. Okay, for example, for this one, I have created assignment 1, research, and so on. So for example, let's say if I want to view paper that I been input inside the research folder, I just click to the folder. Okay, so this one will be the reference that I want to use in my research project. For example, for assignment 1, okay, this two. Okay, this one, okay, this. Okay, so you can organize your reference or your material more accordingly lah. Okay, using this particular folder function. Okay, another thing is the when you remember that I told you you need to write. You need to have the in-text citations inside your thesis or your FYP. Okay. For this one, mainly they have a tools MS Word plugin. First, you need to install this, and once you write your finding, for example, this one, I write something. The statement I taken from others journals. So I want to put the in-text citation for this one. I just click to the reference, insert citation here. Okay, I search for reference or articles that I referred to, and then I click OK. So automatically the system will write the in-text citation for you. Okay, let's say if you want to add up the bibliography, okay, you just click to here, insert bibliography. So the system will automatically generate the APA style uh, for your paper lah. Okay. For example, another one, let's say I write something, I want to add another one, just do the same process. See, it will automatically include the reference according to the citation style that you want. Let's say if you want to change to another, you just click here, start. Okay, if let's say if I want IEEE, okay, already changed here. Then go back to the ABA 7th edition. Okay. So the system will automatically do it for you. So by doing this, you will minimize the risk for, I mean, let's say if you need 20 in-text citation and 20 references, it will minimize the risk lah. You lost maybe if you collect more references, maybe you know, the human error and something like that, you forgotten one or two reference. Okay, so by using the Mendeley, it will automatically help you. Okay, that is for the Mendeley. And we also have the Mendeley web importer. Okay, this one, like I mentioned before, and if you use Mendeley, you can add for Chrome, they have a Chrome extension. So if you click to the extension, it will automatically capture the information for you to get citation, bibliographic citation information, okay, data. Okay, this one for the plugin. Okay. Okay, this one for you to insert the bibliography. All right. Okay. I think for my side, I have covered the resources and citation. So maybe if you have any questions, you can ask. If you have any questions? So for news. Okay. For FYP, can we cite a news website? Okay. Actually, this one it depends on your lecturer's requirements. Somehow, maybe at a certain case, they allow you to get information from news website and so on. Okay, maybe one or two reference, and the rest will be academic journal or books. And for this one, I think you need to check back with your lecturer. Let's say if they allow you to do that, then yes, you can. Okay. Let's say if you want to cite the news from a website, for example, because I said before, different types of items have different format, right? So let's say if you use Mendeley, okay, you can add entry manually here. Okay, add entry manually, for example here, and then you choose the type of items or sources. Okay, web page. Okay, I use web page. And then you need to do some little work lah. Okay, you need to add up the details. For example, the titles maybe example year of publication. Okay, pages maybe you need to you need to fill up all the things lah. Let's say if you don't know the rest, maybe you can leave it. But the most important thing is the title, the author, the year, and the date access. Maybe you can put also here, and the URL. Okay. And I save it. So to view this particular citations, okay, again, okay. So okay, this one will be the format for the web page. However, you need to check with your lecturer lah. Let's say they allow you to use that, to use a website, then it's okay. So it is a must to tally amount of in-text citation. Yes. What if there's a situation where I have more in-text citation module to mix a quotation different stuff? Okay. For this question, if you have okay, like I mentioned before, strictly speaking is, let's say if you have 20 in-text citation, you need to have 20 in-text 20 in-text citation, you need to have 20 reference bibliography. Okay, right. Okay, that's the one thing. And then let's say if you use maybe you have more, it can be more in-text citation than reference. What I mean by this is, let's say if you use one article, maybe you use multiple times inside your text. Okay, maybe journal A, you already use maybe you use 5. Okay, out of 20. Okay, maybe in text citation you have used 5 statement from journal A, but in the reference only once. So there might be the situations that in-text citation may be more than reference, provided that you use a statement for one article is more than one. Do you get what I mean? Maybe okay. Maybe for journal A, you use 5 quotations or 5 in-text citations. Okay, so you don't need to in reference, you don't need to copy and paste 5 same journal inside the reference to reflect numbers of in-text citation. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, because the in-text citation is correct because you use same journal or same articles for 5 times. Okay, because you have journal A, you quote 5 statement and you put it inside your text. Okay, but in the citation you only have 1 because you use the same article, unless you use different article for different statement. So that is why at the beginning of the presentation I mentioned that indirectly speaking, if you have 10 in-text citation, you should have 10 reference bibliography, provided that you use each reference once. Okay, do you understand what I mean? Let's say if you use more than 1, the in-text citation should be more, like 11. Okay, 11 in-text citation. However, the journal that you use only 10 because one article you use twice. Okay, you took twice in the in-text citation. There has been the dissertation something like that lah. Okay, it's possible. But in generally speaking, let's say if you only quote one times from one articles, let's say if you have 10, then it will be 10 in text, 10 in reference. Okay. What is the difference between Mendeley Desktop and Mendeley Reference Manager? I think this one is. Can you brief explain what is the? Because I think Mendeley is known as reference manager. I think the same software, if I'm not mistaken. It refer to the same software. Mendeley, this under another app called Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay. Okay. So far as I know, the Mendeley for you to use is the software one lah, the Mendeley desktop. Okay, and the another one will be the web-based or Mendeley web. Okay, for reference manager, I not sure. Maybe they have that another software for that particular Mendeley reference manager. I'm not sure. But for us that I know, we use the Mendeley desktop and Mendeley web. Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Later on, I will share this recording and slide to Dr. Nora Miza, and she will communicate back to you lah. Okay. So any questions? So far, no problem, right? Okay. So you have used Mendeley software before, Miss Nopara? Okay. So you very straightforward, right? The software is very straightforward. You can explore yourself, I think. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So later on, let's say if you have any question regarding anything that I've shared before, you can reach out to our email address here. For general one, you can go to libdesk@mmu at libdesk@mmu.edu.ny, or you can email to me nizam.mohamed@mmu.edu.ny. So you can reach out library for more information lah. Let's say you have a question, you have a problems later on. Okay, and I need you have to fill up some. I need you have to fill up some questionnaire before we end this session. Okay, please click the URL at the chat box to give some evaluation for my presentation today. So far, do you have selected any topics for your FYP? Any of you? Or is it given by your lecturer? Or given by a lecturer. Oh, I see. Okay. Can choose by self. Propose. Okay. So I think if you have already a topic at your, at your disposal, you already have the topic. Maybe you can start for searching all the required information lah. You can go to the library portal and try to search any platform that I showed you before. Okay. Is there any like requirement? How many percent books? How many percent journals? Or all items need to be a journal? Is it all open? I see. Okay. So let's say if you search for the information using the web site like Google, okay, Yahoo, and so on. Maybe you need to apply from the evaluation that I've been taught you before. So you need to look at the credibility of the authors lah. Okay, and somehow we didn't know, like for example Wikipedia and Wikipedia, everybody can contribute the information inside there. So we didn't know whether that particular information is correct. Okay, so be careful lah. And let's say if you can get all the information through library portal or library digital library, then it would be good for you and enough lah. Okay. So last round, any questions before we end? Okay, thank you. Thank you. All good. All right. So yes. For the reference, yeah, like I mentioned before, in the Wikipedia, anybody can contribute. Anybody, like even me and you can change, you can add. So it is important for you to before you use in your paper, you need to look at the reliable of the information. If you not doing that, it will give a bad impression lah. For example, let's say if your lecturers supervisor read that particular information, maybe it's not correct, then we will give a bad impression lah. So you need to carefully read at the Wikipedia, because somehow everybody can edit, if I'm not mistaken. So choose your resources wisely. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we will. Yeah, Wikipedia will be your last resort. Yes, correct. Even the website also, you need to look at the authenticity. Maybe the at the surface, the website is look like a legit website lah, but in the end you need to check back all the the authenticity. Okay. Yeah. True. But you need to check. Yeah. Okay, I think if there is no more questions, thank you so much for your time. Okay, stay safe. Okay, and thank you so much for your time, and good luck in your FYP writing. Okay, hopefully you all success. All right, thank you.